Most of y'all are carrying habits that deserve to be executed, but you're carrying the same enemies that you've always fought with into the new season, into the new project, into the new business model, into the new relationship. Yo, that's not healing, bro. You're not healing at all, right? Because this is spiritual warfare. And I know a lot of the times you might feel like, oh shit, yeah, I feel great because I'm always at bat, right? But that's not what life is about. You're not here to fucking fight off your demons nonstop that you already have beaten. Why are you carrying shit that you already know how to conquer into your new self? But what, for fucking fun? Are they your jester? So I want you to understand, your new season is going to require a whole new you. I don't give a fuck who you have beef with, what you have beef with. And when I say beef, your spiritual warfare is at bat with something and somebody or environments, whatever it is, right? This is spiritual warfare, and you have to understand that it's not just, oh, we're in this fleshly body and we get to desire and do whatever we want. There are energies and things put around you that you can't even see. You might feel them from time to time, but you can't even see them, right? And if you're not gonna be aware of what's going on, you better get a full understanding that you're gonna have to cut those things off, right? Some of y'all are addicted to a lot of things, right? So let's put boxes here. And these are gonna represent the enemies that you have, right? Right, so let's say this is porn. That's porn. You have an addiction to porn because you can't get bitches. Great. Parents, friends, drugs, distractions, women, laziness, don't feel like doing shit, right? These are all the boxes, right, that are coming after you. You can call them your enemies, you can call them spiritual demons. I don't give a fuck what you call. They're negative actions that bring you down in life. They don't fuel you, they don't help you on your mission, they don't help you make money, and a lot of y'all motherfuckers are broke because of these very things right here, right? So then there's you. This is your fucking happy-go-lucky ass thinking everything's gonna be dandy, but these things are directly fueling you at all times. At all times. Your feelings about porn because you can't get bitches reinforce the fact that you are lacking in certain areas, which is negative, that you aren't enough. That feeds you another narrative. So by watching porn, you feel like you're getting the gratification of, oh yes, I finally get to feel what women feel like, but nigga, your meat's in your fucking hand, bitch. What are you talking about? You need to understand what the fuck you're doing and get out of that spiritual warfare with fucking pornography. Instant gratification, but also makes you feel like you're in lack because you can't get women, so you stay inside the room and you beat your shit. Sexual energy is being released. Some of the most powerful energy you have in your system is being released. You could keep that energy, transmute it into something else. And what is transmute? Just take that energy and fuel it somewhere else, right? Reading, making content, looking up videos that'll increase your knowledge in certain areas so you can depart from these fucking demonic energies. And when I say demonic, all that means is it's negative emotions. That's all demonic is. Demonic is negative emotions. So you have negative emotions that are giving you certain spirits within you, because that's all these things are, spirits, right? They're waving over you and you're willingly allowing it. For what? Let's take parents. Your parents is a whole nother set, and I broke this shit down to one of my buddies yesterday. Think about this. I want you to understand, and I'll make a little box over here too. So this is your parent. I want you to understand, this is your parent, right? And they had their fucking boxes too, right? So your parent has their own fucking boxes of shit that fucked you up, right? This is your parent. You can call it your parents, right? So, whatever the fuck these boxes were to them, doesn't matter. It could have been the same shit. It could have been their parents. Could have been porn for them too. Could have been women. You know, your father was a fucking bitch ass dude who just couldn't keep his fucking dick in his pants saying that fuck me or yeah. So, women, laziness, comfort, distractions. Fuck it. And more so distraction is probably drugs for your parents. You know what they was fucking doing, right? Drugs. right? So these are all feeding to them like your current demons are feeding into you, right? And again, do not get caught up in the terminology. You have to understand what it is. Demonic is simply negative emotions. That's it. Great. So these things are feeding into them, right? Where did these things come from? Right? They come from ideologies that your parents got from their parents, right? And they live their life in accordance to what their parents said. And the example I gave him yesterday was the fact that your parent or parents are negatively impacting you not because of things that they wanted to really impart on you, but they have taken that energy and forced it onto you as protection, right? So I'll give you a direct example. If your parents are overly protective of you, they're giving you rules, instructions, and confines that you have to stay in. Some of that is being polite. Some of y'all are too much of fucking people pleasers, and y'all are men, but want to be macho men, and this is why you fall into the trap of watching these red pill ass niggas talk about bullshit that is just fueled by trauma. Because it looks better than the shit that you were taught, and probably is the opposite extreme. You was taught to be a good little bitch ass nigga, and they were taught to be fucking extremists through their traumas. Does that make any fucking sense? No. Both are unhealed. Both don't know what the fuck is going on. Both are living life and acting as if that's their end all be all. You're acting as if the person that your parents told you to be is the only identity that you should stick in, because if you were to ever ruin the identity of what your parents have in their brain of who you are, you would lose yourself. Because now you're losing the approval of the only people that you probably trust the most in this fucking planet. Right? But now you're growing up. So now it's time to understand where these things are rooted in. And a lot of it is rooted in the approval that you're still seeking from the very people who are causing you to fail. And you don't understand it as failure because you think it's protection, because it came from who? Your parents, who told you that everything that was in your life was law. So you take everything that they say you should be, everywhere you should and should not go, and take that as truth. You have to start to understand the things that they told you were dependent on the very fucking demons that waft them from their parents. Their insignificance, their laziness, their desire to get approval from their parents was then transmuted into protection, quote unquote, for you in your life. So therefore you dull yourself to the world, you become a people pleaser, you lose traction in the dreams and the things that you want for yourself. Maybe it's women. You're a people pleaser, you get fucked up. You're a trauma-filled red pill nigga, they think you're misogynist. It's all a fucking working domino game that you have to stop and say, you know what? No more of this shit. I'm gonna figure myself out. Figure out how I can get rid of these demonic spirits in my being, which is just negative emotions, and continue life rolling in the way that I want it to roll. This is spiritual warfare. I keep telling y'all, it's not about, oh, rah, I'm a crystal holding spirit, papa. You are a regular fucking man that can believe into spirituality and understand the energies that are around you, because you're on an electromagnetic field called Earth, and you have demonic energies, negative emotions that impact your thoughts. What do your thoughts then do? Like we said before, impact your emotions. What do your emotions then do? Trigger you to make an action. What do your actions do? Trigger you to make a reality that you didn't fucking sign up for. So imagine, all of these things are contributed, fuck is the pen. All of these things right here are contributed from your parents. So your fucking parent seeded each one of these right here in some way or some fashion. And so now all these things are contributing to you. And Lord help me if you have an offspring and then do it to them without figuring it out. And you know what really fucks y'all up? Let me grab a different fucking color. What really fucks y'all up is when your parent fucking dies. Because what happens when your parent dies? You've lived your life in accordance to the image and identity that they approved for you, and you didn't want to ruin the image they had in their brain of who you were supposed to be. And so you just abide by the fucking rules they gave you. So then what? They fucking die, and now what? All of this shit here either crumbles or forces you further into it because you can't handle the grief of the person who told you who you were supposed to be. It reinforced who you were supposed to be. So now that they're gone, you're grieving about not only yourself or about your parent, but your fucking self, because you don't know how to be without them. And you don't understand that those conversations that you have with your parents, those little sly comments they say to nudge you back into place, the things that they may give you with a energy of guilt trip to force you back into what they have identified you to be, force you back into the approval mode of making sure that you serve the identity that they told you you were. And sometimes, it doesn't have to be your parents. It can also be your friends, teachers. Because I know a lot of y'all niggas got told when y'all was kids all about fuckery, like y'all wasn't going to amount to nothing, and y'all carry that into adulthood. But yeah, fuck y'all. Grandparents. Strangers online. Y'all soft bitch ass niggas, bruh. Strangers. People on the internet talk shit about y'all and y'all take that to heart. Ooh, my days. All of these things this doesn't necessarily just have to be your parents, but a lot of it is your parents because that's who raised you. Hey, fuck it. We can add another one. The government. Ooh, boy. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all niggas is ruled by these niggas here, boy. And why? Because society, and when I say government, yes, that actually makes a good point. Society. Because a lot of y'all, and the reason why, if I have to, but let me break this down a little further. Society is really just the average norm of what it's a collection of the average norms. Systems get put into place. The majority of people follow them because it's what the system is. And a lot of y'all don't understand that the rules are here to be broken. And yeah, that's another conversation. But these things don't necessarily have to just come from your parents. It can come from every one of these things. And hey, just fill in the gap for where you got it from. But you have to understand, once you start to identify these things here, so once you identify what porn does to your brain and how it makes you feel like you're not worthy enough of having women, so you watch them on the internet, or hey, I don't feel like going out because I don't understand how to get the woman I want. So you sacrifice the hardship of figuring out how to deal with women in person and you watch it on technology or on your fucking phone. Pussy. Your parents are going to have that approval mindset stuck into your brain. You're trying to approve, make sure that they're approving of you. You want their approval. You never felt them because you had to follow, and if you stepped out of line, they didn't do what you wanted, or they didn't give you the love that you thought you deserved, or they got mad at you because you didn't, whatever the fuck trauma you got surrounding your parents, you have to understand it, you have to cut that off. But that negatively impacts you. Next, your friends do the same thing. If I don't fit into the friend group, I'm gonna be lonely, and I don't know how to deal with myself because my parents never fucking taught me how to be my own person. Oh, drugs compensate you for the emotions that these fuckers come with. So your friends, your addictions, and your fucking parents come with a negative emotion. So therefore you fucking plug the hole with drugs. Give you a little dopamine hit to soothe the pain. It's like a fucking cough drop. I think you take the cough drop, your sore throat goes away for a second there, but then comes right back because you're still ill. Fuck. Distractions. It's similar to drugs. These go hand in hand. Your distractions soothe the reality of your life that you cannot stand. You must get into an understanding that this is warfare. When you identify what your demonic negative energies are that are surrounding your life, you must get rid of them. Distractions and drugs are the two that go hand in hand, because they fucking soothe the pain that real life is giving you. And if you were to just sit in the fucking pain for 2 seconds, half of these shits would go away, because you wouldn't have to rely on the pain that is of rejection when you're going out to look for women, because you already understand that there's 10 times harder pain mentally that you gotta go through. So what the fuck is you saying no to me matter to me? The fuck? I'm gonna do it so many times, and then you're gonna figure out that all you have to do is access the women that actually want you, and then now you'll get 100% yes rate because you're only going after the women that want you. Oh, but nobody wants me. Do the hard work of becoming someone of substance that women want. Come on now, they're not all just fucking gold diggers in Miami. Some of these like fucking farm prairie girls got fat asses, big tits, but being home because all y'all niggas don't do the fucking hard work to get them, to attract them in ways that these fucking red pill niggas tell you not to. You have to get over these niggas. These masculine men that tell you need to be masculine and hard and this and that are what? They're fueling your distraction because you're not becoming who you are supposed to become. You're becoming what they are telling you to become, and a lot of it is fueled from trauma. So I promise you, do not look to get the distractions of life to soothe the pain of the reality that you are not fucking living. Women, oh my days, bing the fuck oh. If you don't get a control of your understanding of women and how the world is such a vast fucking place, and that if you were to turn off the fucking internet for 2 seconds, you would realize that, hey, there are women out there that are not shaking their ass on Instagram, that are actually going to work and coming home and doing absolutely nothing. And you could be the same nigga digging her fucking guts out, but your bitch ass looking at the bad bitch from Miami and the fucking rich nigga that's faking it with his fake ass Rolex and rented Lamborghini that tell you that all these women out here are just looking for money. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You become anything of substance. You can read people faster than anything, right? And realize that there are women and people out here that all they care is that they're going through shit just like this and they want somebody to hear them, right? So if you become better at understanding women and their psychology, yes, does some of the things that the red pill community talk about, the women and how to access their female nature, is that real? Sure, of course, understanding that, but don't take it as law. Because the more women you get in front of, the more you'll understand how you specifically can get into the mind of women, exude your fucking strengths. I was telling my buddy yesterday, I was like, yo, we're not the same, right? We're all not the same. I'm not here at like you, you're not like me, you're not like the next guy, and da. We all have builds. I got the big, strong, muscular, working out, big beard, Tyrone looking nigga, but if you were to step in my presence for 2 seconds, listen, I'll give you some knowledge that you never thought you would access. Right, so you have to understand what fucking character you were given, because you can't change it, so you might as well look for the best attributes in him and then work on the weaknesses that you got so that you can deal with the shit that you actually want. Women, easy. Laziness is killing y'all, because what happens is, since drugs not working, since distractions not working, you can't get women, your friends ain't shit, your parents is bullshitting you, and you realize they're lying, and porn soothes the fucking pain of you not being able to let out your masculine energy the way you want to. You fall into a state of depression / laziness, so you stay stuck and not do shit, because what? It feels good to, you know what, recluse into myself and not do anything at all because this world is fucked up. You're a pussy hole, that's what it is, that's it. And you're not willing to fight every single day in what it takes to become the masculine person that you want to become. And you can't become this best version or strengthen all the attributes that you were given simply because you're worried about half of these other bullshit demonic ass emotions that you have, and then you just allow them to fuck you up by not doing nothing and staying lazy. You're a pussy hole, and I want you to understand that. And if you don't get anything out of this, right, you need to really evaluate the understandings of yourself. Sit down for 2 seconds to breathe and say, hey, who the fuck am I and who do I want to be? What am I looking to attain in this lifetime? My parents, and how did they contribute to me feeling the way I feel? Because a lot of the things that I take as law are not really law. They're just things your parents told you and you trust them enough. So you lived your entire life coded with the same bullshit that they got from their parents. And now it's a generational curse, because now you don't fucking want to do any of this shit. So you sit in laziness, and then your life becomes a piece of shit. And then what? You go have children because maybe you get a woman one time and she gives you the chance. You nut quick because you're a whole ass nigga. You don't know how to edge yourself, keep your semen in, and you have a fucking pick me. You then take the same fucked up drug-like emotions that you have that are demonic and killing your fucking life, pour it into your fucking kid and tell them that that's who they should or should not become because you lived a fucking sorry ass life. And then the law that you then impart onto your child is then carried out for another generation and another generation and another generation, because ain't none of y'all motherfuckers were hard enough and strong enough to deal with the war of dealing with everyday life and reality. Holy fuck, y'all are pieces of shit. Wake the fuck up, look within yourself, find who you want to be and become. Argue with your mom. Boy.
Mr. Brown.